Have you ever met someone whose presence immediately puts you at ease? Not because they were the loudest person in the room, and not because they were the funniest, but because something about them simply made you feel safe. Then you have experienced the gift of a healthy heart. Today, we're beginning the exploration of the fire constitution and 5-element acupuncture in Chinese medicine. While the fire element includes 4 officials, today we're focusing on the most important one, the heart. Because according to Chinese medicine, the heart isn't just another organ, it is the emperor. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Renee McSwain-Ghavidel, Doctor of Oriental Medicine and creator of Betrayal Healing Framework, where we bring the ancient wisdom into modern-day practicality. The heart is more than just a pump. One of the greatest differences between Western medicine and traditional Chinese medicine is how we understand the heart. In Western medicine, the heart pumps blood. In Chinese medicine, the heart governs consciousness, presence, joy, love, connection, awareness. It houses what we call Shen, or our spirit or our consciousness, the light that shines through our eyes. The ancient physicians believed the heart was so important they called it the supreme controller, the emperor of the body. Think about an emperor. The emperor doesn't run around trying to do everyone else's job. He simply sits peacefully in the center of the kingdom. When the emperor is calm, the kingdom flourishes. But when the emperor becomes disturbed, every official feels it. And that's exactly how Chinese medicine sees the heart. The heart houses the Shen. The heart is the home of the Shen. You'll often hear Shen translated as spirit or mind, but it's much deeper than that. The Shen is your presence. It is your emotional radiance. It is your ability to experience joy and your ability to love. Your ability to connect deeply with another human being. Have you ever looked into someone's eyes and thought, there's just something about them? You can't explain it. It's not their appearance, it's their presence. In Chinese medicine, we would call that you're seeing their Shen. The greatest gift of the heart is intimacy. And I want to pause here because intimacy is often misunderstood. Intimacy isn't about being surrounded by people. It isn't about having thousands of followers. It isn't about being the life of the party. The heart doesn't crave more relationships. The heart craves deeper relationships. A heart constitution would rather have one person who truly knows them than 100 people who only know their name. They long to be fully seen, fully known, fully accepted. And their deepest question isn't, how many people love me? Their deepest question is, who can I safely share my heart with? If intimacy is the heart's greatest gift, then betrayal is often its deepest wound. Notice I didn't say disappointment or rejection. I said betrayal, because betrayal happens when trust is broken. When the very person you believed would protect your heart becomes the one who wounds it. Lonnie Jarrett writes that the heart is both the source and the destination of intimacy. And before we can truly connect with another person, we have to know what lives within our own heart. When profound betrayal occurs, whether through abuse, abandonment, infidelity, emotional neglect, or divorce, it can create a separation between the heart and the mind, making it difficult to trust ourselves and others. That doesn't mean that every fire constitution will experience the same type of betrayal. But many people with a strong heart constitution discover that one of their greatest life lessons is learning how to love without losing themselves. When betrayal happens, the heart doesn't usually stop loving. It simply stops feeling safe. Some people close their hearts completely. They build walls. They convince themselves they'll never let anyone in. Others do the opposite. They leave the gate wide open and they give everyone access, hoping someone will finally choose them. And neither is balance. Chinese medicine teaches us that healing isn't about having no boundaries, and it isn't about building walls. It's learning appropriate boundaries. Healthy boundaries aren't about keeping love out. They're about protecting what is sacred. And the heart begins to ask a different question. Not, does everyone like me? But who has earned the privilege of being close to me? One of the first places we see a troubled heart is at bedtime. Chinese medicine teaches that during the day, the Shen moves outward. It allows us to engage with the world, to love, to create, to lead, to connect. But at night, the Shen is meant to return home to the heart. So think of it like a child coming home after a long day. The home is peaceful, and when the home is peaceful, the child can settle with ease. The lights go out and everything becomes quiet. The same is true for the Shen. When the heart is calm, the Shen rests peacefully. Sleep becomes natural, but when the heart is troubled, it's often difficult to fall asleep. Your body is exhausted, but your mind won't stop. You replay conversations over and over again, and you wonder if you said anything wrong. You think about tomorrow. You relive yesterday, and your body is ready to fall asleep, but your Shen hasn't found its way home. One of the classical teachings of Chinese medicine is that difficulty falling asleep is often a sign that the heart and the Shen need attention. And the goal isn't simply to make someone sleepy, it is to restore peace within the heart so that the Shen naturally returns home to rest. One of my favorite lessons from Chinese medicine is this: healing isn't about doing more, it's about being more. Our culture always celebrate productivity, more work, more hustle, more achievement. But the heart doesn't thrive through constant doing. It thrives through presence, joy, connection, authenticity. Sometimes the most healing gift we can offer another person is our full attention. So today, I want to leave you with one question. Who has access to your heart? Have you closed it because you've been hurt? Or have you left it so unguarded that everyone has access? Perhaps the heart's greatest lesson isn't about learning how to love. Perhaps it's learning how to love wisely, to remain open without abandoning yourself, to remain compassionate without sacrificing your peace. The heart is the emperor. It governs not through force, but through peace. And when the heart is calm, the entire kingdom flourishes. And maybe that's why one of the greatest lessons of the heart constitution isn't simply learning how to connect. It's learning who deserves your connection. Because healthy boundaries don't make the heart smaller. They protect its capacity to love. And remember this: sleep doesn't begin when you close your eyes. Sleep begins when your Shen feels safe enough to come home to your heart. I'm Dr. Renee, and thank you for joining me for another episode of The 5 People You Meet, exploring more into the heart constitution within the fire element. We're exploring how ancient Chinese medicine helps us better understand modern human behavior. If you like the content, please like, subscribe, and send to a friend. Next up is the heart protector, or the pericardium constitutional type. Until next time, remember, healing isn't about becoming someone else. It's becoming the most authentic version of you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Dr. Renee. It's been a pleasure. Until next time, be well, be blessed. Bye-bye.